Hello everyone. I'm Shreya Murli and today I'll be discussing about the project that I built as a part of my Strawberry Jam initiative. What I built is basically Password Pro, which is a password strength checker web app that has been deployed using Python and Flask. So coming into more details, Password Pro is a simple yet functional tool to check the strength of a password and also provide recommendations in case the password is of weak or medium strength. So basically, the password is checked in real time based on certain criteria. Those criteria are such as length, presence of letters, digits, presence of a combination of letters, digits, and special symbols. Based on these criteria, a certain score is assigned to the password, which determines whether the password is weak, medium, or strong. Coming to the tech stack, so this has been primarily built using Python. The Flask has been used for deploying it as a web app. And then we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which has been used for the web page part of it. And then Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons for beautifying the web page using CSS. So now, before we delve into the code, I would like to show a small demo of the app. So this is how I run the app using Python app.py. And this is my local server where the app is currently running. So this is how it looks. Now, as you can see, here is our check strength button. Here is our toggle for the password. So we'll be inputting three different categories and check the results. So first, let's start with a strong password. This is what I've entered, which has a combination of letters, numbers, special symbols, and satisfies the length as well. So check strength, as you can see, it indicates a green progress bar and indicates the strength is strong. Now coming to a weak case, like something very simple, like 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, the progress bar is now red, indicates weak, and it also provides recommendations because the password does not satisfy the length. It does not have any combination of letters and special symbols. Now coming to a medium case, something like this. It shows medium. The progress bar turns yellow because the password does not contain any special symbols. So that's basically how the app runs. Now coming to the code, first we'll start with app.py. So this is basically the core of the app. So this is basically where our Flask server is. So from Flask, we import Flask render template and request for running our server. And we import RE. So RE is basically regular expression library present in Python that helps us analyze strings. So this is the starting point. App is equal to Flask name. Now, here we have our check strength password function, which is basically the function that checks our password and provides it the score. So here we have two variables, tips and score. So how it functions is that the password is checked based on certain criteria, and based on that, some score is assigned to the password. And if that criteria is not satisfied, then a suggestion is offered, which is appended into this tips list. So first, what we do is we remove all the extra spaces. So for that, we use the strip function method. And then we come to the criteria. So first criteria is checking for the length. So if it satisfies, then we increase the score by 1. Otherwise, we provide a suggestion that use at least 8 characters. Now coming to the uppercase check, we use our regular expression library. So it has a method called search, which checks whether anything between A to Z is present in the password or not. If it is, then it increases the score. Otherwise, it adds it to the suggestion. Similar for lowercase as well. Then /D is basically used to check for digits. And here we have all our special symbols. So once these are checked, it analyzes the score. So if the score is less than or equal to 2, then the password is categorized as weak. If the score is 3 or 4, then it's categorized as medium. And if it is anything else, it is categorized as a strong password. And finally, the strength and the tips or suggestions list is returned from the function. Now here we have 3 more functions for the percentage, color, and width class, which is basically not used here, but it is used in our front end for designing the web page. So we will come back to this later. Now here we have our app.root. Usually roots are both get and post. In this case, ours is a post method because we are inputting a password from the user and then checking on it. So here, as you can see, if our request is a post request, then password is the password that they enter. Then strength, suggestions is checksum password. So this line basically calls our checksum function, which returns the strength of the password and the suggestions. And these values are used in our index.html file that we're passing it to. Now, lastly, if the name is main, then the app starts running in debug mode. So now coming to our templates folder. So this basically contains our front end, which is the index.html file. So this is our basic HTML syntax. So over here, this link is for importing the CSS style sheet, and this one is for getting the icons for Bootstrap. So here is our basic HTML for designing how the web page looks. Then this is our, as you can see, we have our input text, we have our button, and here is our strength. So if the strength is strong, then a success alert, otherwise a warning alert, otherwise a danger alert. Now coming to our progress bar class. So here we have two variables, color and percentage. So these variables come from our app.py. So as you can see, we have these functions, get strength percentage and get strength color. So the percentage is based on the strength. So strong means 100%, medium means 60, weak means 30. And color, if it is strong, then it's VG success, which is basically the green color, medium, yellow color, and weak, the red color. So now coming back to our index.html. So this has been described over here in our progress bar class. Then we have our suggestions. So it basically runs a loop for our suggestions because it's run as a list. So it runs a loop, and for each item, it displays that item. And finally, for our toggle button that we have a small JavaScript. So what it does is it fetches the element by ID, that is a password field, and then it adds an event lister. So if it is clicked, then we hide the password. If it is clicked again, then we show the password. So this is basically our front end, which is the web page. So our app.py basically serves as the Flask backend, and we have our front end in index.html. Now coming to the deployment part, I have deployed this app using Render. And what Render does is basically it gives me a live URL of my app through which anyone can access this app without really having the codes or the files stored in the local system. So instead of running it locally, one can just click the URL and run the app. So the URL is basically present in my GitHub repository. So as you can see, this is my render.com. This is my URL. So it loads the application. So this application is set using render.yml file. So over here, as you can see, we have some parameters defined. So the type of the app is a web app. The name is Password Pro. Then the language used is Python. It is in our main branch of GitHub repository. Then the build command is basically for installing the dependencies. Start command is basically the command that Render uses to start running the app. And these are certain other parameters. So as you can see, this has opened up, and now we can just input and run this. For example, any password that I've entered, and it works. So this is how it has been deployed using Render. So that brings us to the end of this project. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked my walkthrough.